Spoilers suggest that Victor Newman may soon uncover evidence so damaging that it could permanently alter the course of several lives in Genoa City. With the full weight of his resources behind him, Victor appears poised to dig up the truth about Holden Novak, possibly in the most literal sense. A buried body, DNA evidence, and a long-hidden crime could all come together, giving Victor the power to corner Holden in ways he may never escape. Holden's current situation already rests on shaky ground. He recently struck a quiet deal with Audra Charles, agreeing to stay silent about what really happened in Los Angeles in exchange for Audra backing off her campaign against Claire Newman. On the surface, Audra suddenly adopts a polite and cooperative attitude, acting as though the tension between her and Claire has disappeared. However, this abrupt shift only raises red flags. Claire senses that Audra's friendliness is fake and that something far more serious is being concealed beneath the surface. Claire's instincts refuse to let the matter drop. She remains intensely curious about the Los Angeles incident and grows more determined with each passing day to uncover the truth. Preview spoilers for 2026 indicate that Claire will push forward relentlessly, even as she struggles with complicated emotions surrounding Holden. Despite her feelings for him, Claire's need for answers takes priority. She understands, however, that she lacks the connections, money, and expertise needed to investigate something this serious on her own. This is where Victor Newman becomes an unavoidable presence. Claire may eventually consider turning to Victor for help, knowing he has access to elite investigators and an extensive network capable of uncovering almost any secret. Yet Victor may not wait for an invitation. He has already expressed concerns about Holden and openly questioned Claire's involvement with him. Victor's suspicion deepens the longer Claire stays close to Holden, and his protective nature makes it almost inevitable that he will start digging on his own. As Victor's team begins combing through Holden's past, they may uncover the dark truth surrounding Richard's death. Holden previously struck Richard in a moment of anger, accidentally smashing his head into a bar and killing him. Panicked and desperate, Holden transported Richard's body in the trunk of his car before disposing of it in an unmarked location. At the time, Holden believed he had successfully erased all traces of the crime, but buried secrets have a way of resurfacing, especially when someone like Victor Newman is determined to expose them. Victor's investigators could potentially locate the unmarked grave where Richard's body was hidden. If the remains are discovered, the situation becomes far more dangerous for Holden. Even worse, there is the strong possibility that Holden failed to fully cover his tracks. DNA evidence may still exist, whether on the body itself, in the vehicle used to transport it, or at the original crime scene. One small mistake could be enough to connect Holden directly to the death and destroy any claim of innocence. Once Victor obtains this level of proof, the balance of power shifts completely. Victor does not always move immediately to involve the authorities when he has leverage. Instead, he often uses information as a weapon. With evidence of a buried body and DNA linking Holden to the crime, Victor could hold Holden's future in his hands. He could threaten to expose the truth unless Holden leaves Genoa City and permanently cuts ties with Claire, effectively removing him from her life. There is also a more strategic and morally darker possibility. Holden has previously worked for Kane Ashby and may still have access to Kane's inner circle. Victor could force Holden to act as an unwilling pawn, using him to gather information or sabotage Kane from the inside. If Holden refuses, Victor could simply turn the evidence over to law enforcement. This leaves Holden trapped, with every possible outcome leading to personal destruction. Audra Charles is far from safe in this scenario. While she may